The first thing I think from a distribution perspective that we are looking for is that we fully support TRAI and government's plan for digitalization. But it must be remembered that within this sector called television, the main burden of digitalization will be borne by multi-system operators. We've estimated the cost at around 50,000 crores. And therefore, for us, FDI is very important, extremely important. We are also very, very concerned that whatever be the timeline, whether it's TRAI or whether it's government which takes the final decision, obviously government will take the final decision, must be on a codified timetable available as early as possible. Otherwise, even March 12 may be a difficult timeline to meet. And I say this with utter seriousness because these are some of the forums where we are actually able to reach out to government. And my appeal to government would be, announce your timeline, codify it, amend the law, and make it workable. And for that, it's very important that we look forward to 28-2 when we get the budget. The problem is that in an era of high inflation and reducing GDP, are we really going to get those benefits? But I'm not a pessimist. I will look forward to a very clear enunciation of government objective, regulatory objective, and I can only assure all of you that we will be up to the task. So this is as far as digitalization goes. On the main issue of content control, having been associated with content for many more years, I personally think it's impossible to control content. You can at best manage it. You can put the arbitrariness of good taste to it. I do praise NBA for its efforts with which we have fully cooperated, whether it was the Ayodhya issue or the Sri Krishna report issue. And I'm pretty sure that this coming together of the industry is actually going to help the industry to grow better. But I have a personal concern which has nothing to do with MSO Alliance. It has to do with being a viewer myself, which is the question of who arbitrates public taste. To that extent, I would only suggest a very gentle warning. I'm not looking for government control. I don't want it. But I do believe that somewhere the public will have to play a role in deciding what is public taste. And for that, I would request that the NBA and the IBF, which are, I think, more involved in consultations with government than the public, need to put on their websites how they expect public viewers to be able to come to them and say, hey, I don't think that's the right time to broadcast this content. I think that content is somewhat regressive to daughters and women. I don't think that's right or that's vulgar. And I think that this way we could make self-regulation work. And if that's not going to happen, in that case we need a safety net. The third point which I think I need to make is with regard to the fact that we've been talking since morning about 600 television channels. There are, in my estimate, about 10,000 unregulated cable channels. And I'm not asking for regulation of them. I'm saying they are there. There are millions of YouTube hits. There are scores of millions of Twitters. And I think that India has the fastest Facebook population in the world. The point which I'm trying to come to is who and in which way can you regulate such a vast amount of immediate content? So I think really what we are looking to from government is a very clear enunciation of government's role in any national media policy based on new media. And new media is old today because I know of people who have now de-Twittered and de-Facebooked. So therefore, it's genuinely a genuine problem from a government perspective, from a regulatory perspective, or from an organizer's perspective, that what is it that we can really do? But I think each one of us in this room has something to do with media. I think if we all begin to take care of what we create, what we distribute, how we distribute, and in what form we distribute, then I think we will make some improvement in the situation.